In a peaceful village nestled in the heart of the Green Valley, there lived a young boy named Thomas. Thomas was known throughout the village for his kindness and curiosity. He had a heart full of dreams and a mind that was always asking questions. One sunny morning, as Thomas was playing by the old oak tree at the edge of the village, he noticed something unusual. A path had appeared in the forest that he had never seen before. It was strange because Thomas knew every inch of the forest, having explored it many times. Yet here was a path, as if the forest itself had decided to open up a new way just for him. Intrigued, Thomas followed the path. It twisted and turned, leading him deeper into the forest until he reached a fork in the road. The path split into 3 directions, each leading to a different unknown destination. At the crossroads, a sign stood tall with an inscription, "Choose your path, for each will shape your destiny." Thomas stood there, contemplating the choices before him. The first path was wide and well-trodden, with beautiful flowers lining the sides. It seemed safe and familiar, the kind of road most people would take. The second path was narrow, covered with thorns and brambles. It looked difficult, but something about it intrigued Thomas. The third path was mysterious, shrouded in mist, and he couldn't see where it led. As he stood there, a gentle breeze whispered through the trees, and Thomas heard a voice in his heart. It was the voice of his wise old grandfather, who had passed away years ago. "Thomas," the voice said, "life is full of choices. Some are easy, some are hard, and some are uncertain. But remember, it's not the path itself that shapes you, but how you walk it." Taking a deep breath, Thomas decided to trust his instincts. He chose the narrow, thorny path. It wasn't easy, thorns pricked his skin, and the rough terrain made his journey slow and painful. But with each step, Thomas felt himself growing stronger, more determined. As he walked, Thomas encountered other villagers who had chosen different paths. Some had taken the wide, beautiful road, but they seemed complacent, never having faced challenges. Others had ventured into the mist, and though they were wise from their experiences, they were weary from the uncertainty they had faced. Finally, after what felt like hours, Thomas emerged from the thorny path into a breathtaking meadow. The air was fresh, the sun warm on his face. In the center of the meadow stood a fountain, its water sparkling like diamonds. As Thomas approached, the water began to ripple, and an image appeared within it. The image showed the village, his home, thriving and full of life. But it also showed something more, Thomas as a leader, guiding his people with wisdom and courage. The villagers were happy and prosperous, not because of wealth, but because they had learned to face challenges together, to support one another through the thorny paths of life. Thomas realized that his journey through the difficult path had prepared him for a greater purpose. He understood now that the true lesson was not about the path he chose, but about the strength and resilience he gained from walking it. With a heart full of gratitude, Thomas knew that he had found his destiny, not in the path itself, but in the journey. When Thomas returned to the village, he shared his story with the villagers. They listened intently, inspired by his courage and determination. From that day on, the village thrived not because of what they had, but because of who they had become, strong, united, and ready to face any challenge together. And so, the legend of Thomas and the crossroads of destiny spread throughout the valley, a reminder to all that the choices we make shape the person we become. Lesson: life presents us with many paths, each with its own challenges and rewards. But it's not the path itself that defines us, it's the way we walk it. Choose with courage, and embrace the journey, for it will shape you into the person you are meant to be. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Stay tuned for more inspiring tales that will guide you on your own journey of life. Don't miss out, subscribe now, and let's walk this path together.